Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Free bus for LKG to 8th standard.
Free, hygienic and nutritious food.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
Good morning students. In this video session, I would like to explain about population and population attributes. Before starting about these population and population attributes, idikku munnadi videos we discussed about a one single individual, nothing but organism, how it will be influenced by the several ecological abiotic factors. Okay, that and all light, temperature and soil, these and all abiotic factors, how it will be show the influence of the organisms, and then by that abiotic factors, how organism to give the response to their climatic conditions and different type of biomes we completed in previous videos. Dear students, let us start today video class. Population. Here population means a group of organisms. Now when you think about these a group of organisms, a group of organisms must be belongs to a single type, I mean a one type of organisms. For example, human population is it tells about the human population. Okay, for example, in this Kurinji, how much of human beings, whether that human beings male or female, whatever it is, but population does not tells different group of organisms, different group of organisms. Okay, that mean for example, in the our location 10 members of human beings, 10 of dogs, but population does not mingle any two different species. Okay, here population and population attributes. Already I said general explanation of the population. Now the correct definition of the population: a set of individuals. Set means a group of, a set of individuals of particular species, particular one species, regarding to one species, that too found in a particular geographical area, that group of organisms want to show interbreed. Interbreed anna they can able to meeting themselves, that to particular one group of organisms to produce their offsprings. Such a group of organisms we call it a population. It is a general definition. If you need some of the scientific word species, we can use the word species for population, for scientific word. Species anna a group of individual. The same sentence will come in the under species also. A group of individuals, that here I mentioned species na, a group of individuals that capable for interbreed, that presence in the one geographical places, that we call as a species. Interbreeding mean to produce, having the ability to reproduce, that is called interbreeding. Okay, now these population generally they are divided into two types. One is a local population and meta population. Local population means a small area, that in that small area a group of organisms belongs to same species, that to small size. Okay, just now I given the one example about Kurinji, one example. In the Kurinji place, that is a small area. In that Kurinji, how many crows are there or how many human beings are there. That will tells about the local population. Or else Namakkal district, how much of a human being population, okay, or any other pet animal, whatever it is. But when you counting of organisms, that organism should be a one group of organisms. And then meta population. Meta population means a closely related, nothing but a community. Whether you remembered or not, in previously when I started about these chapter, I said population after community, a group of different populations living in one particular area, that is called community. That community contains a different variety of species. So here closely related of the local population. So which are the local population of the some of the different species, then different species organisms combinedly we called as a meta population. It is a social terminology, and general terminology we called as a communities. Okay. Then now come with the next point here, population ecology. Here when the population or when the organisms, a group of organisms interdependent within the one species, they are dependent for sexual intercourse, and then another group of organisms, one species depends upon the another species for the purpose of food. Okay, some of the interaction between the different individual, different species also. Along with that interactions of the organisms, it need the support of the ecology. Ecology means along with living things, our surrounding environments we call as a ecology. So that only mentioned here, a link between the ecological and surrounding environment with population. That population genetics. Population genetics mean it is a different type of species. Genetics leads to the variations. The variation only create the chances for formation of new species. That new species formation only we call as a evolution. It is some of the previous videos, one of the chapter evolution, we already known about the evolution. What is the evolution? So population ecology means a link between the abiotic factors of our surrounding environment with population genetics and evolution. How it will happen, sir? That is tells under, we studied under the population ecology. Now come with another thing. Each and everything have their characteristics. Here in 11th standard, when you take a group of organisms, amphibians, reptiles, they are having their individual characteristics. Or else just recall the phylums of different animal kingdom, porifera. Porifera characteristic, it having the porous on the body surface. Or else after coelenterata, coelom containing, or platyhelminthes, body wall is something flat. Okay, Aschelminthes are round worms. So here each and every organism having the character, as like here population also having their characteristics. Okay, that population characteristics discussion time we called as a population attributes. Okay, population shows the sum of the character expressions. Character means not at any physical thing. Okay, it is a group of things, not at particular one individual. It is a group of things. Combinedly, it will affect the population of that organisms. So that we want to know under population attributes. See here, population size. Population size. Up to now, we discussed about the population, a group of organism. Now that group of organism, small size, big size. Okay. Because the population of the any one particular group, it is restricted in particular place or else worldwise it is present. For example, kangaroo, okay, kangaroo only restricted at the Australia. That is that kangaroo population is present in the one particular geographical condition, Australia. Okay, so human beings are not like that. It will be present in the all over worldwide in different geographical places. So here population size are also called as a density. That density tells about a number of individuals of a species per unit area or one unit volume. Okay, when you take one unit area, that unit area may be our district or maybe mandal or maybe state or maybe country or continent, whatever it is. In that particular unit area, what is you taken that unit area, how much of how many organisms, that organisms belongs to one single species, that number tells about the population size. Okay, population size. Here representation of the population size in the form of the PS. P means population, S means size. Shortcutly we denoted density. Okay, that will be represented number of individuals in a region and size of unit area in the region. Okay, that mean here what is the measurement size you are taken, Namakkal district or any other India, when you take the region, one particular place, that particular place, and then in that particular place how many individuals are present, that individuals must be belongs to one single species. That shortly we have to write in the PS is equal to N by S. N is indicates number of individuals in a particular region, and then here S indicates the size of unit area, how much, I mean how many square feet or hectares based on that. Okay, now one of the population attributes completed. That population attribute is first one, population size or density. Then go with the second one, birth rate. Birth rate mean how many organisms are born in particular time. How many organisms are born in particular time. Okay, for example, in the Namakkal, in the last year, newborn human beings are maybe 1000. Okay, or it is not at same in the all the times. It is a different. Okay, difference in the time to time period. So here within the 1 year, for example, within the 1 year, one particular unit area, how many organisms, new organisms are born. Okay, by birth. Here that mentioned in the definition in the form of number of birth of new individuals per unit of population per unit time. Unit time means if you take 1 month or maybe 1 day or maybe 1 year or 10 years, whatever it is. Here 10 years wise we will calculate census. Our Indian according to the Indian constitution, they are counting our Indian population, human being population growth rate by the 10 years once they are count. Okay, whatever it is. Here come to the topic. Here a number of birth of new individuals per unit of the population for unit time. Okay, that mathematical representation, birth rate is equal to, I mean birth rate also called as a natality. Birth rate also called as a natality. This natality is equal to number of new organisms are born newly and number of existed organism, already existed organism, or total number of organisms. Here in our textbook they are given one example. Here general orally I will explain, listen. Here when you take one pond, in that pond 1 year back 20 lotus plants are there. Within these 1 year, 8 plants are newly produced, newly germinated. So now how many plants are there? 28 plants. Total number of plants are present at present now 28, because of newly formed plants are lotus plants are 8. Already up to last year how many are there? 20. Okay. Now when you want to calculate the birth rate within the 1 year, how to calculate? Up to 1 year back how many organisms are there? How many lotus are there? Within the 1 year how many new lotus plants are germinated? Based on that, here the ratio between the new lotus plants and then already existed lotus plants, that only na, divided by tells about the ratio only na. So by the ratio the birth rate is equal to newly formed lotus plants and then already existed lotus plants, 8 by 20. 20 1 year back presented plants, 8 newly produced plant within this year of the time duration. So birth rate it will give the 0.4, that is a birth rate. How to calculate, you know, some of the basic questions may be chance for NEET. And then come to the next one, death rate. In this death rate, simultaneously definition like birth rate, but here what we are used that birth word, instead of the birth word we are substituted with death, that's all. When you change the birth word instead of the birth word, death word, that is enough. So see, death rate, okay, in the particular unit area, in the particular organisms group or nothing but a particular unit of population, how many organisms are due to the death, okay, how many organisms are died, okay, that will tells about the death rate. Here, sorry, here I doesn't mention death rate called as a mortality, okay, remember mortality, death rate also called as a mortality. This is the definition, the number of loss of individuals per unit of the population per unit of the time due to the death. A group of organisms are lost some of the individuals. Why they are lost? Because of due to the death of that individuals. Why death is causes? Maybe completion of their lifespan, that will leads to the death. Sometimes some of the external environmental changes also will be present. What are that external environmental influences? Maybe competition, lack of food resources within the one species of organisms, or adjacent organisms are ready to fight for food resources. That is a competition, either food or shelter or any other purpose. So by the competition, maybe it is leads to the death, some of the organisms death. Sometimes predation, some of the times organisms are eaten by the some of the predator. Preys are getting problem with the predator. So here by the these aspects, either competition or predation, it will be leads to the finally one species, in the one particular species some of the organisms will get death. So finally that group of organisms lost their strength means not energy, lost their number of strength, organism number will be decreased. So as like birth rate, death rate we want to count like number of organisms are died within the one particular time period. The total number of organisms are present at old, I mean before death of these individuals. Okay, see, number of organisms are died and the total number of organisms are present, not at present. Okay, present at beginning time. Okay, so here one of the explanation in our textbook they given some of the houseflies, nothing but in laboratory, when they are cultivation of the houseflies in the laboratory, on the time within 2 days, just for example, within 2 days 4 houseflies are died from that group of 40 group of houseflies. Now how many houseflies are present at now? 36, because of 4 are lost from the 40, out of 40 onwards 4 are lost. So but when we need to count the death rate, how many organisms are total number of organisms, within that total number of organisms how many organisms are died, that will be tells about death rate. Okay, 4 by 40 is equal to 0.1, that will tells about the death rate of organisms. Then sex ratio, in that sex ratio it is tells about ratio between the male and female organisms, See, in the sex ratio, an individual is either that individual may be male or may be female. A population has gives the sex ratio of the particular individual. Now everyone having the one doubt, why we are all discussing about these population attributes, either birth rate or death rate, now sex ratio. These and all influences the population size. Think it nanna, birth rate, if the birth rate is increased nanna, population size will be increased, correct na? I mean number of organisms will be increased. If for example death rate is more on the population density will be decreased, that means number of organisms of the population will decrease. Now another aspect of another attribute of the population, that is a sex ratio. In this sex ratio, an individual individual may be male or female in the particular group of population, okay, that sex ratio. That mean for example, when you take a group of organisms, human beings in a particular Namakkal place, maybe 1000, for example 1000 organisms. In that 1000 human beings, how many human beings are belongs to male gender, how many organisms belongs to, how many human beings are belongs to female gender. Okay, for example male gender 75, female gender 25, for example, think like that. It is the sex ratio. How much sex ratio? 3:1 ratio. Males are more than female number. Okay, how it will be influence the population? Here, when the population of sex ratio is maintained the something equilibrium ratio, nothing but a male ratio equal to the female ratio, that will give to the population stability. If not yet have the sufficient ratio of the male and female persons, it will influence the problem to or create the problem to stability of the population. Lack of sufficient persons of opposite sex, okay, male persons how many are there, the simultaneously similarly approximately the female persons, not only that female persons, the number of female persons how many are there, based on that male persons also want to maintain the equilibrium. So based on that, stability will causes to the population get the stability. So here it is the number of females and males as per 1000. Okay, in that 1000 organisms of one particular group, how many male organisms are there, how many female organisms are there, that is only influences to that stability of the population. Already I said na, in this time I will tell one of the example. Now a generation, present generations, something lot of male and female gender ratio is different. Now a generation, now the present Indian country having the male generation is more than the female gender, because once upon a time 10 years back or 15 years back, lot of gender discrimination by the females, female feticides are happened. By when that babies are grown the mother uterus, that some of the parents are non-willing to give the birth for female genders. So something stability is disturbed in the human population at present of our Indian country. Got it na? So here it is the number of female and male persons as per 1000 individuals of the population in given time. Okay, on particular time, that particular time may be 1 year or 2 years or whatever it is. Basing on our convenience, we will take it. Okay, up to now we completed about population attributes. Just now we completed sex ratio. Okay, then come with another important topic, age pyramids. When you seen the any one population, in that population different type of age group people, not only human beings, no, different type of age group organisms it contains. That is make the one diagrammatic representation, it will form to the just like a pyramids. That pyramid depends upon the, we are drawn the based on the age group of organisms. So here definition of the age pyramids, population at any given time is composing of individuals of different age group. What age groups we want to separate? When you take one group of organisms, that group of organisms are classified into the three different groups. What are the three different groups? One is pre-reproductive, I mean after from the birth onwards up to puberty age, that is the pre-reproductive group. Okay, child, nothing but a child simply. Okay, infant. Then when that male and female genders are attained the puberty age, that is a reproductive. That means that people will ready to reproduce, give the birth for offspring. Such a age group of people we categorize it into the reproductive category or reproductive age group people. And then up to certain limits, for example, when you take in the female gender, we studied about in our first human reproduction chapter. In the human reproduction chapter, menstruation cycle observation time, female menstruation cycle will stop at the age of 50 years. After 50 years, there is a very less chances for giving the birth for offspring. So that which are the stage of the human life, not only human life or any organism's life, cannot give the chances for reproductive events, cannot occur the reproductive events, that is we call as a post reproductive. Now got it now? Basing on the reproductive activities, we are grouped into the, we are categorized into the organisms group into the 3 age groups. One is the pre-reproductive age group, another one is the reproductive age group, another thing post reproductive age group. See here, next point, the age distribution percent individuals of given particular group, that will tells about age pyramids. Age distribution, we are taking the one basic criteria, that is a reproductive, based on the reproductive, pre-reproductive, reproductive and post reproductive. Then here I mentioned one of the important thing, what is the use of these age pyramids. That age pyramids determines the reproductive stages of population at the given time. Okay, when you in this year or within the 10 years, okay, a particular time period, in that time period how much of number of individuals are belongs to pre-reproductive, post-reproductive or reproductive stages. Okay, finally these age pyramids will tell the information about in future what is the future of the population size, whether population size will increase or decrease or maybe maintain the constant population size, how much number of chances to increase, how much chances are decreasing. So based on that we will know about the population size. Okay, population size based on the age pyramids. Now already I said age pyramids are divided into 3 types based on that age. Okay, based on that age, they are taking the criteria is a reproductive events. Then here based on the age pyramids, based on the stability of the age pyramids, we are classified the age pyramids into the 3 types. One is expanding age pyramid, second one stable age pyramid, third one declining age pyramid. Expanding means upcoming days, upcoming future, that population size will be increased rapidly. Why? Reason I will explain. Stable in future also these pyramid, that organisms group maintain the same number, not at much more fluctuation is either increasing or decreasing. That is a stable age group pyramids. In future, maybe some of the population in future, maybe their number drastic variation, that variation belongs to decreasing of their number. That is indicates a declining age group. Here these age pyramids, they are made by the one of the basic criteria, that criteria reproductive events. Whether based on the reproductive events, organisms are classified into the 3 categories, correct na? So here come with the first one, expanding age pyramid. When you come with the expanding age pyramids, bottom of these pyramid I mentioned the pre-reproductive organisms are very more in number. Maybe for example take it 1000. Okay, and then next stage of it is indicated the reproductive. These reproductive organisms, age group organisms may be 500, think like that. And post reproductive, that organisms are not at use because they are counted in the population, but they are not yet affected to the population size because of they are not yet shown any reproductive event in their body. So, that is why organisms cannot produce it. So, post reproductive organisms are not yet influence the offsprings. Offsprings production not yet influence, but it is the number of population they are also counted. Okay. So, when the pre-reproductive organisms are very more in number, in future what will be the chance? These pre-reproductive organisms will come to the reproductive stage, then reproductive activities onwards, more offsprings will produce. So, what will happen totally in future, these organisms of size will be drastic change in the raising. It is shows the raising growth. Okay, I mean population size will be increased in this place. Okay, then when you coming to the second one, stable in the stable age pyramids, these in the bottom pre-reproductive age group population and reproductive group of organisms and post-reproductive group of organisms all are in same number, not at much variation. For example, pre-reproductive when you take 500, here reproductive age group maybe 480, or post-reproductive organisms maybe 350, okay, 350, not at much variation, okay, or 400, whatever it is. So, the different age group of organisms not at much variation. So, if suddenly these post reproductive organisms are died, these reproductive organisms will be occupying the post reproductive, I mean in future. Okay, not yet have much more variation, just 50 to 60 organisms only variation. So, not yet influence any much more variation in the population size. So, in that stable age pyramid, it indicates all the different categorized group of organisms in particular affect any population size. Then declining age pyramid. In this declining age pyramid, in future the population size will be fall down. Number of organisms in particular unit area will be reduced because see, comparing with the pre-reproductive organisms, reproductive organisms, post-reproductive organisms also very less in number, and then pre-reproductive organisms also very less in number. When the pre-reproductive organisms are very less in number, finally in future these pre-reproductive organisms only to occupying the reproductive stage, then that onwards very less number of organisms will generate. Totally there is a chance for these organisms are extincted from the ecosystem. That is why we are keeping the name declining. The number of organisms will be decreasing in their number because only one of the reason, that reason pre-reproductive organisms are very less number. When the pre-reproductive organisms are very less in number, it finally influence the age population size or population density. In future these organisms size will very less, sometimes it is affected to the total population, it may be sometimes extinction. This is the three type of age pyramids. Expanding tells about the age size, I mean population size will be increased drastically, that is expanding. Stable population size should be maintained in future is a stable, and then declining, then in future that age that pyramid, that population size will be decreased or maybe sometimes it is extincted. So, in this video we discussed about population attributes and then age pyramids. How population attributes or population size influenced by the different aspects. One is a population size, I mean birth rate, death rate, sex ratio, along with that age pyramids. Just now we are completed about the age pyramids.